With more than 1.5 billion people, the Northern Asia-Pacific region faces some of the most difficult mission challenges in the world. It is the most populated territory in the Seventh-day Adventist Church and includes some of the world's largest cities. Metropolises such as Tokyo, Seoul, Shanghai, and Beijing host millions of people who have not been reached by the gospel message. Reaching these vast cities seems daunting, and the work in territories like North Korea is even more difficult to measure. Despite these challenges, Seventh-day Adventist Church members are working hard to share the light of Jesus throughout this land. South Korea is a rapidly growing country in the Northern Asia-Pacific region. As the population increases, so do the needs of the people. South Korea has embraced the idea of opening urban centers of influence to reach various communities, social classes, and age groups. One church congregation has decided to reach the elderly population in their city. Seniors are a large demographic here, and church members want to show them respect and care. Church members are always looking for new ways to interact with their community. They provide health care and host events such as senior picnics, musical performances, exercise classes, and special meals. One of their biggest projects is repairing houses. They find people whose houses are in need of care and do all the work for free. Through creative forms of outreach, this group has been able to share Jesus with hundreds, if not thousands, of people in their city. Just a few hours outside of Seoul, Sejong is a city soon to be the new center of Korean administration. Many government agencies have moved here, and others plan to relocate here over the next few years. With new construction happening year-round, this city is quickly growing. An Adventist congregation was established in Sejong City about a year ago. Members have been meeting in a space within a commercial building. Over the past 12 months, church membership has more than doubled. Church members know that God is blessing their mission. Shin Young Palm pastored the church for the past year and recently accepted another position in church administration. He has learned a lot about the growing needs and challenges of Sejong City and has shared these insights with the new pastor. The current church's location is difficult for visitors to find and is not an ideal layout for their needs. Church members in Sejong City want to build a mission center to connect with their neighbors and serve the needs in this area.
In these days, the Korean Adventist church members are getting older and older. But there are so many young people in this city, so we have a big mission to reach the young people of the city.
In that building, we will have many rooms, and we can teach many things to our neighbors. For example, we can teach them English, and we can share them health methods, and we can take care of their children.
Creating a mission center like this is no easy task. Property and construction costs are extremely high. To make this dream a reality, church members have given a lot of money, and every pastor in this conference has donated the equivalent to 1 month's salary to contribute to this mission. They look forward to the day they can use the new building to build bridges with the community.
If we don't have this church in this area, many people would not have any chance to know our church and our God.
To share our truth of the gospel, we need to mingle with the people around us.
Please pray as faithful members work in Sejong City. Pray that God will bless them with the strength and understanding they need to reach this growing urban area. Thank you for supporting Mission.
God placed this burden on me. For the last few years, I've been having this burden because, less than 1% are Christian in Japan. It's a big country, lots of people, but for some reason, the everlasting gospel is not being communicated.
Tokyo is the world's largest metropolitan area with almost 40 million people. The challenge of reaching a city of this size might seem impossible, but God can use anyone, even someone on the other side of the world, to spark change. Daniel grew up in California as a third-generation Japanese American. He always told himself he would be open to God's plans for his life. After much prayer, he knew that God wanted him to move across the globe to work in Japan, and Daniel accepted the call to serve in Tokyo.
Even though I grew up in America, my mom and my dad helped me retain the Japanese language. So I was able to communicate and read and write. So I believe that I felt like God was calling me to go to Japan and use the talents for his cause over in Japan.
He was assigned to work alongside the pastor of the Setagaya Adventist Church, where in 2016, there were less than 10 people attending each week. The church was about ready to shut down when Daniel arrived. He knew that God had bigger plans for this congregation, so he began working to make the church a landmark in the community.
Here in Japan, there's a lot of lonely people. They just commit to work or school, and a lot of them are lonely, so they want fellowship. So I think that's what the Japanese people need. We just need to mingle with them.
Mingling is just one of the steps in Christ's method. Jesus mingled with people to get to know their needs and earn their trust. Daniel decided to try to reignite this church's mission spirit with a fresh approach. He invited young people and held evangelism training for them in the church.
We have young people, college age, high school age, young adults, stay in a church for 3 weeks. We eat meals together, we have devotions, worships, Bible studies together, and we train how to knock on doors, how to communicate with people, how to pray with people. And it's been a blessing. And the students really grow a lot. They really have this identity as Seventh-day Adventists and the mission spirit.
This once dwindling church transformed overnight into a youth training center. As the young members reached out to their local community through prayer and face-to-face interaction, attendance quickly grew 5-fold, and word is spreading throughout the community. The church is now essentially run by young people with a passion to reach the people of Tokyo for Jesus. And if you ask them why they love this church,
this church is so special because the young people, they have power and passion and energy to reach out to people.
They are so friendly and kind. I really enjoy spending time here with everyone.
It's great to see how the young people are getting excited about God and the Bible.
In my experience, I have developed a stronger prayer life. I have direct communication with God as I reach out to people. I learned the joy of communicating with God.
Daniel decided to expand the Setagaya Church's programs to include youth from all over Tokyo.
Once a month, we have an event where young people from all over the Tokyo area come and we stay in sleeping bags at the church. 50 to 70 young people come, stay at the church, study the Bible, sing songs, and have fellowship. And it's been a blessing.
This group continues to grow thanks to the efforts of reigniting the church's mission spirit. Setagaya church members are exploring new ways to break down barriers and show the love of God to the people of Tokyo. Many people in this city are busy and isolated, but still long for connection with others.
When young people get on fire for Jesus, I believe the entire church gets on fire for Jesus. And so that's why working with the young people is such an honor, such a privilege. And I believe when we get the young people on fire, the entire country of Japan will be on fire.
Mission challenges in Japan are real and continue to grow. Please pray for the Setagaya church members as they ask for God's help in spreading His love throughout the largest city on earth. Your prayers and support of the mission offerings go a long way to encourage mission in Japan and around the world.